For a very long time now, I've been extremely interested to see a movie, a biopic about the late, great Jimi Hendrix. I'm not an aficionado on the man, but when I hear his music on the radio, I listen to the very end and hope and pray that another song comes along. And now there is a biopic, but it's not about his whole life. The film is called Jimi, All Is By My Side. And Jimi Hendrix in this film is played by another great musician by the name of Andre Benjamin. Some people might know him as Andre 3000 from Outkast. This movie just tackles 1 year in his life, as I said before, and I was really sad about that because I really wanted to get to know the man through his entire life. He only lived to be 27, which is tragic, but of course his music will live on forever. Other actors, or I should say other actresses that are in this film, there's two other actresses that are in this film. One is played by Imogen Poots. She plays the girlfriend of Keith Richards that kind of gets Jimi Hendrix in the door, gets his foot in the door, I should say. And his girlfriend, Jimi Hendrix's girlfriend, is played by Hayley Atwell. And I was watching her going, man, this woman is beautiful. I've seen her in movies before, but I can't really remember where. And then I checked on IMDb afterwards. Of course, she played Agent Carter in Captain America, and I believe she's got her new show coming out, Agent Carter. She's gorgeous, beautiful. So is Imogen Poots. I love these two actresses, and it was just great to see them in the movie. And they do have important parts in the film. But of course, the main character of the film is Jimi Hendrix, and Andre Benjamin, that's what he goes by in the film. I don't know if he still goes by Andre 3000. But, you know, he really captures the essence of Jimi Hendrix. And again, this is just 1 year. We only really get to know him for 1 year as he travels from New York to London to try and make a name for himself. Sadly, this movie does not include any of the music from Jimi Hendrix himself. I read something afterwards that it said that they could not acquire the rights to his music, so I was kind of disappointed by that as well. The movie does have style, and it has editing issues. That was one of my biggest gripes about the movie, is the way it is edited. It's a mess when it comes to editing. I did not like the way this film was edited. I was trying to get emotionally connected to the characters, and then suddenly it would go somewhere else, or do something else, or show something else, or fade out, fade in, and it got really too complicated for its own good, because there's some really stellar performances here, especially by Andre Benjamin. When he's playing and he's doing his thing, he really becomes Jimi Hendrix. Sadly, there's no music from Jimi Hendrix, but I didn't mind that because Andre was becoming Jimi, and I could see that. I forgot that I was seeing Andre Benjamin from Outkast, and I was really seeing Jimi Hendrix on the screen. And there's some really characters that come along their way that we get to see Paul McCartney, an actor played by Paul McCartney, but we don't really know he's Paul McCartney until there's a title screen or something, a title. And they do that a lot in the film. They like introduce somebody and then they give us a title, so like, oh, that's that person, that's Eric Clapton, that's George Harrison, that's Paul McCartney, that's so-and-so. You know, that was kind of annoying as well, that I didn't really get into, and it kind of distracted my whole experience. I think that the really solid performance by Andre really saved this movie and helped me to connect to him on a human level. And I like some of the relationships that are formed here. He does have chemistry with Hayley and Imogen. The acting is really good. The acting is probably the most important part of this movie. The movie looks good as well. The film is actually directed by John Ridley, who won an Academy Award this year for 12 Years a Slave. He adapted the screenplay to that film. And he's directed some movies before, and I think he does a good job here, especially with the setting and the way the movie looks. The movie looks like we are in the late 1960s, because I think this happens in 1966, 1967, right before Jimi actually goes and becomes super famous and everybody finds out about him. And he's struggling. There's some good struggle in the film that is portrayed in this movie, and overall, I really enjoyed this experience, even though I felt like the editing brought the movie down somewhat and really extremely distracted me while I was watching the movie. But I think the movie is good overall, mainly because of the performances. I think everything else is okay. Well, you know, I did like the way the movie looked, and I liked the way the movie felt, but it was the performances alone that really held my attention. and why I would actually recommend the film. But hopefully one day we will get a biopic about Jimi Hendrix that encapsulates his whole entire life and uses all the amazing music that he made. That's the biopic that I'm still waiting for, and hopefully someday Hollywood will make it. Andre did a great job. I don't know who else could play Jimi Hendrix, but we'll have to see, maybe a younger actor. But I think Andre Benjamin does a good job at playing Jimi Hendrix. And for that, I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePod.com. And if you enjoyed this video review, please click right here, subscribe to my channel. What do you think about Jimi Hendrix? Leave down in the comment box below your opinion about the man. What is your favorite music that's come from him? And also, have you seen this film? What did you think about Jimi? All is by my side. Really weird title. I don't know what that means. Let me know what that meant. Do you know what that means? Let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And I'll talk to you in my next movie review. Bye, everyone, and peace be with you.